Okay, we be back. Oh, welcome home, senpai. Even though she's in the middle of cooking, she comes out to greet me. I'm home. I'm sorry I'm late. How much of dinner's done? I just started preparing, but I don't think I need your help. We're having stew tonight at Fujimaru Sensei's request. I see. There's certainly nothing I can help with. Looking, I see that everything's been cut up already. Knowing how good Sakura is, I bet all she has left to do is to cook it. Where's Saber? I don't see her in the living room. Saber-san is sleeping. She said she wanted to be woken up when you come home. Hmm? Was Saber mad? Um, I don't think so. Saber-san always has sharp eyes. If Sakura's hesitating to say, it must mean Saber's really mad. It's only natural though since I broke our promise of me coming home before dark. Oh, welcome home, Shiro. Saber-chan was really mad. She said she wanted to talk to you in the dojo after you got home. Fujini says something really scary when she munches on a mandarin. Ugh. Love that mute button for when I sneeze. Fujini, you didn't happen to tell Saber weird things, right? Like a person who breaks a promise should be punished by getting beaten with a shinai? I did tell her. I told her she doesn't need to hold back. I see. So my enemies aren't just other masters. There's another one hiding here as well. Can I ask you something? Did you take Saber to the dojo? Did you tell her to use a shinai if she wanted to train? Yeah, we fought a bit, but she's amazing. She doesn't know kendo, but she seems more like a swordsman than I do. Does she do fencing or something? No, I don't think she does. I think she's more like you. Like how she swings around a big sword unmatched to her size, and how she attacked enemies like a wild animal. Well, I'll accept the punishment since it's my fault. By the way, about Mitsuzuri, do you know if she's home or not? Huh? How do you know about that? That's a wrong voice. Huh? How do you know about that? I didn't think the news got out. I heard about it. I heard about her in the student council room. So how is it? Did anyone find Mitsuzuri? I stare at Fujini. Fujini is a teacher, even if she may not seem like one. She keeps quiet about things she shouldn't talk about, and I'm sure she'd tell a lie to comfort a student. So I have to stare at her to notice any changes while I ask about Mitsuzuri. So, Fujini, has nothing changed? I guess it can't be helped. You look like you'll run out. It looks like you'll run out if I keep quiet. It looks like you'll run out if I keep quiet. And it's not like this is a secret. But this is a special case, you know. I'm only telling you since you're her friend. I know, I appreciate it, so tell me quickly. I'll tell you about the results. Mitsuzuri was found earlier today. I'm sure the examination's over and she's home by now. She's kind of confused, but she doesn't have any wounds and there's no danger to her life. I can't tell you anything else. If you're her friend, ask her about it. I see. So it wasn't serious, huh? Thank God. I don't know about Mrs. I don't know what Mitsuzuri got into, but I know it has something to do with the strange incidents happening in town. It's likely that the source of this is the master at my school. I don't know what I would have done if something happened to Mitsuzuri. Oh yeah, Sakura, can I talk to you for a bit? Yes, what is it, senpai? It's nothing much, I'm just wondering if you know anything about Shinji. I'm sorry, senpai. I spent the night here last night, so I didn't go home. I heard that he skipped school today, but... So you don't know what he's up to, huh? Yeah, it's no surprise you don't know. Sorry I asked you something stupid. No, that's not true. I know about Nissan more than anybody else, so I should know why he skipped school, right? I don't think so, and it really helps when you're here. The event in the woods. If the person there really was Shinji, he has to have some kind of connection with the servant in black. Wow, what an astute observation there, Shiro. Then there's the worst case possibility that he is the master. If that's the case, wouldn't it be dangerous to let Sakura go back to her house? Senpai, what does that mean? Sakura, spend the night here tonight. You can use Fujini's clothes if you don't have a change. Eh? Senpai, that's... It'd help me out if you can stay here for a while. Well, you can go home if it's inconvenient for you. Oh, but it's absurd. It's troubling to be asked so suddenly to stay over. I'm sorry for saying things to trouble you. I bow my head and apologize. Then, okay, I'll do as you want. Sakura agrees so quietly that it's almost lost in the sound of the cooking stew. It's getting late. I went to the dojo with Saber after dinner to receive my punishment. Saber called it training, but I swear she was just beating me up, and when we finished, it was past 10 o'clock. It seems they're sleeping together again, as Fujini and Sakura go to the Japanese-style room. Shiro, what is wrong? Are you not going back to your room? Hmm? Yeah, I'm going, but there's one thing I wanted to ask you before that. Please go ahead. I'll answer anything I can. I guess I'll get right to the point. What Archer said. Servants who have no freedom seek the Holy Grail to obtain freedom. It has to be the case for Saber, but he said Saber would not wish for freedom. Saber, you need the Holy Grail, right? Yes, my objective is to obtain the Holy Grail. I became a heroic spirit for that reason. I believe I told you this before. I know, but why? A servant can stay in this world without a master if it obtains the Holy Grail, right? Then you're going to obtain the Holy Grail and do what you wish here, right? That right was really weird. No, I will leave this world once I obtain the Holy Grail. It is not allowed for me, someone from a different... It is not allowed for me, someone from a different time, to stay in this time. And most of all, I do not have anything I would want to do. Her eyes show determination. It shows no hesitation nor lies. In that case, there's nothing I can say to her. I see. I can't tell you strongly since I don't know what your wish is, but I think it's unlike Saber to ask for a wish from the Holy Grail. I don't know what the Holy Grail is, but I vaguely think that it's not appropriate for this golden-haired girl. I promised you that we'll obtain the Holy Grail, so I'll believe your words for now. Is something wrong? You have not seemed well since you came home. That's not true. Oh, yeah, Saber, about her course of actions. Saber looks serious now. As expected of her, Saber is Saber no matter how well she gets along with Fujini. It's annoying, but her true nature is revealed in her fighting, like Archer said. I went to school today and found out there's a third master there. I had a quarrel with Tosaka, a lot happened, and we ended up promising a truce until we find the master hiding at our school. I report what happened today in a hurry. Saber is listening seriously at first, but as the story goes on, she starts to look at me unhappily. Are you against cooperating with Tosaka? No, I agree that you should learn from Rin, as you have no knowledge. But I would have liked you to tell me earlier, and if you could have, consulted me beforehand as well. Saber glares at me. I'm ashamed of myself since she's absolutely right. Then, you will cooperate with Rin tomorrow to search the school? Yep, I'll call for you if you find something strange, so stand by here until then. Phew, it is too lenient a plan, but it'll be perfect until you get used to battles. So, we will be going after the master that set up the boundary field at school. I nod, after thinking for a while. Let me confirm. After we defeat the master at your school, your cooperation with Rin will end, and she will be your enemy again. Is that correct? Saber asks to make sure. Well, I'm gonna say I can't say for sure. Just cause, Rin doesn't seem to think... She's hesitant. And I'm also pretty sure if I say this, that Saber might just kill Rin as soon as we take care of, Ryder and Shinji. Or the other master hanging out the school, that there totally is. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And it's not Ryder. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I can't say for sure. I can't say for sure. I owe Tosaka, and most of all, I personally don't want to fight Tosaka. No, I can't say for sure yet. There might be more to do even after we defeat the master at my school. There's that monster called Berserker as well. If we can cooperate, we should cooperate for as long as we can. I see. I will obey if my master says so, but that'll only make it harder for you. Please do not regret your choice when the time comes. Saber bows and leaves. I know. The more we cooperate, the greater the likelihood that we'll fight in the end. I should try to be Tosaka's enemy for as long as I can if I don't want to be mentally hurt. Or else, what's going to remain is a big scar. Because no matter which of us wins, the survivor has to finish off the loser. The next day. Chapter 6. Faker. Hang on, I need water. Mm-mm. Water's good. I am dreaming. Using a small connection like a blood vessel, I see a memory that I cannot reach. It is his memory. At the very least, it's not mine. This is someone else's story. It's so long ago that he doesn't even recall it. It's so old that he doesn't even try to recall it. It's so ancient that he cannot recall it. It is a heavy burden of a contract that has been established and cannot be withdrawn. Oh, is this Rain dreaming about Archer? Usually that'd be an interlude if it wasn't, so I'm guessing it's Shiro until given reason to believe otherwise. It's not like he wanted something. If anything, he was the kind of guy that could not put up with anything. He cannot put up with having people cry around him. He cannot put up with having people get hurt around him. He cannot put up with having people die around him. That's the only reason he had, and for that reason only, he tried to help everybody in his sight. He was clumsy, and he made you worry if you were looking. I am suddenly burpy, and I don't know why. He was clumsy, and it made you worry if you were looking at him. But he would accomplish it in the end, and I think he changed a lot of people's lives. I'm sure his life was a happy one. His clumsy battles were not meaningless. He was able to save people proportional to how much he got hurt, and how many times he faced death. But there's one pitfall there. I said everybody in his sight. But one can never look at oneself. So in the end, he cannot save the most important person of all, himself. I don't know how it ended up like that. No, it should be the other way around. It was a wonder that it didn't end up like this earlier. Anyway, it was a terrible disaster. A lot of people died, and a lot of people were facing death. Something that could not be solved with his powers alone. With many deaths in front of him, he... Let me make a contract. I shall give you my life after my death. I would like the compensation now. Yes, he made a contract with something as mysterious as the world. Throwing away himself to save people. It is the birth of a hero. That's all. There's nothing after that. Even if he is called a hero, it doesn't change what he does. From the beginning, it was not his objective to be a hero. It's just that he needed the power of a hero in the process. But his end came rather quickly. An excellent savior is nothing but a nuisance for the people that are not getting saved. He understands his own powers and the extent of the world. He accepts that what can be saved and what cannot be saved. That's why he wanted at least the people in his sight to be happy. A lot of people called it hypocrisy. Many despise it as an extreme value. The way he silently pursued his ideal was something he should have been proud of. But in the end, he met an uncompensated end, as the contract promised. He reached the place. He had friends and a lover. He lost all of them and was cornered by the ideal he pursued. He had no place to go. He was burdened with many voices of resentment, but still kept fighting. He knew of his fate, but he acted like he could try to perform miracles, using his fate as a support. Wait, as a support, yeah. But that comes to an end. The place he reaches at the end of the Hill of Swords. Oh, the place he reaches at the end is a Hill of Swords. His battle ends on the hill among a rusted, ownerless steel. Still alone. But he smiles in satisfaction as he lets go of the sword, as if saying there's nothing to regret if he was able to save everybody that came into his sight. My body feels heavy. My awakening comes with a headache. I wonder if it's because of my wound from yesterday. My right arm's still hurting, I murmur while getting up. It's past 6 o'clock. Crap, I should be making breakfast. I jump out of my futon and change instantly. Fujini and Sakura have morning practice. They'll be leaving here around 6:30, so I won't make it unless I hurry. After I see them off, I drink tea with Saber. Time flies by and it's past 7 o'clock before I realize it. I'm going now. Take care while I'm gone, Saber. Yes, please be careful yourself as well. Do not do anything reckless, even if you may be with Reen. Yeah, I learned that yesterday. I'll ask her help if I'm to go after an enemy. I wave goodbye and leave. The morning air is peaceful, but the place I'm heading to isn't normal anymore. Alright, I get myself mentally ready as I go down the hill. Tosaka's acting like a master, so I should act like as one too. I get to the class right on time. I greet people as I make my way to my seat. Huh? On my way, my eyes catch a glimpse of someone and my mind goes blank. Yo, it's my main man Shinji, let's go! I don't need to think. I run straight to Shinji. Shinji, you... Hey, Emiya, what's going on? You're looking pretty dangerous. Did something happen to you while I was gone? Shut up, what did you do to Mitsuzuri? Mitsuzuri? Oh, Hayako. I heard she ran away. I heard about it in the range this morning, so she was found in Shinto, huh? I don't know what's funny, but Shinji laughs. It looks like he's sneering at her. Don't play dumb. You're the last one to talk to her. I'm asking you what you did to her then. Huh? We only chatted for a bit. More importantly, did you hear about it, Emiya? Ayako was... Whoa! Ayako was fucked up in the back alley. It must have been rough. I heard her eyes were spaced out and her uniform was messed up. Oh, no, I think about Shinji. I'm curious if he did anything bad to her, other than what he did bad to her or with Ryder. Well, I don't know what happened, but it's not something I can ignore, right? I'm kind of curious how that conceited girl got trashed. Why the angry face? It's just a joke. Ayako's under care now, right? I think she's staying at her house now. Well, I guess it'll be harder for her once she comes back, because the rumor will have spread by then. Shinji, are you saying you told everyone at the archery range about this? Maybe, but all the first years know about it already. I hear the rumor's been flying around since yesterday. Shinji sounds happy. I clench my fists. Did he go around and tell everyone such a story? Mitsuzuri's a girl. Everyone thinks she's strong, but she's still a girl. So no matter how strong she is, it'll destroy her if such a rumor is spreading. And he still spread the rumor in spite of that? It is... Shinji, that shouldn't be that much of a surprise. He took a secret and spread it irresponsibly. Shinji, you... I grab his shoulder. Don't glare at me like that. I said I don't know anything about it. You'll regret it if you hit me for a selfish reason. Shaking my hand off, Shinji goes to sit down. The homeroom bell rings. I can't stay standing when everyone's sitting down. I glare at Shinji one more hot time and head to my seat. Alright, and with that being said, I think that's a good place to end the episode. Can't wait to kill Shinji in the next episode. Later, guys. Bye-bye. Oh, I need to save. Beep.